Hey you guys, welcome back to my page. I'm Lauren with Chocolate to Chocolate Designs. Say hi when you jump on. Hit that heart button for me. Let me know that you are here and that you are watching tonight. Oh no, my notification didn't go on. There it goes. Hopefully you guys are able to see that now. You guys get that notification. If you see a red live button up here right now, you are watching live. If you don't see that, then you are catching the replay. So put exclamation point replay in the comments for me. Hello to all my replay friends. All right, you guys, in just a minute, I'm going to give you a keyword to type in. When you type in that keyword, you're going to get the supply list for all the things that we're using tonight. And you guys, this is going to be a project for the books. I'll tell you what. I'm super excited for this one. I've been thinking about this one since I first saw this transfer that we're going to use tonight and have had not found the perfect pieces until now. So I'm very, very excited for this one. All right, let me see if I can get all my friends up here and say hello to everybody. Hi, Holly. Was the first name I saw there. House. Oh, it says houses. I think house is my keyword though. Oh, it's houses. 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 You need the S on there, you guys. Houses is the keyword. Hi, Cassie. Hello, Karen. Hi, Holly. Hi, Terry. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Joyce. I think I got it right. Hi, Leanne. Hello, Wanda. Hello, Karen. Hello, Darlene and Pam. Hello, Lisa Marie and Lynn and Susan and Linda and Callie and Janice and Terry and Carol and Valerie and Teresa and Lisa Marie. Hi, Tony. I'm so glad you guys all joining me tonight. Hello, everybody. All right, you guys, I have got 22 more comments going on now here. I got to skip down to the end so that I can get this project started. Hey, Lise. Hello to all my friends as you guys are jumping on. I am sorry if I didn't say your name today. I appreciate you being here. Love you guys all. We got a lot to do today. So, of course, I'm going to start with my paper, get my area all lined up and ready. Hi, Ho! You guys, Hope is one of our newest Perks members, so welcome her to our Perks community. Welcome, welcome, girl. I did get your little welcome package for me in the mail today, too. So that is on its way to you. Hi, Jackie. All right, you guys. We are painting tonight because, y'all, we've been painting a lot lately, but I want to show you first what we're painting because I'm super, super excited about these. And it's kind of like, what do I want to show you first? What do I want to show you first? First, okay, let's start with the transfer. Hello, Christina. Let's start with the transfer. This one right here, it's adorable. I love it. Since I got this transfer and since I found the pieces for the project tonight, I actually found pieces to do this project 2 more ways. So Elizabeth, they're good for 30 days from the day that your Perks membership renews. So love grows best in little houses. I'm super excited about this. Let me show you guys these little houses that I've had sitting here in my craft stash for like, I don't know, a year and have yet to use. They're from the Dollar Tree and they look like this. Hey, Christy. They are these cute little birdhouses from the Dollar Tree, okay? And I just think that these are adorable. I've been waiting for the right project, for the right transfer, for the right things to use. For this project tonight. I just found my black marker I've been looking for 3 weeks. Oh, no. Oh, Carol, you know what happened? I'm getting ready to go live, and just as I was doing that, Evan had been in here and he bumped my camera and so everything was all wonky and I was trying to readjust it so that I wasn't so I didn't look like I was laying down while I was doing my project tonight because it was really, really off. Really off. All right, you guys, I'm just heating up the bottom here so I can pull these stickers off. I don't want to keep these stickers on here. Yay, Linda, yes, get the transfer for them. You're going to love this project. It's going to be a doozy tonight, though, you guys. I am feeling so much better. And for the first time today in the last 2 weeks, I was just full of energy. I got so much done. All you guys' mystery bundles that you purchased are boxed up now, ready to play our game as soon as I get the rest of the stuff ready. Oh, Joanne, here you go. You're going to love this. And then I got our Christmas tree taken down today. I took my kids out for dinner tonight. Yeah, I got a whole bunch. I got all my shipping is caught up with, from today. I got a bunch of stuff done, and it felt good. It felt so good to get a bunch of stuff done. All right, and my tree is down, and it's put away. There's still a little bit more to do, though. Thank you, thank you. I still have a little bit of stuffy nose, but nothing like what I had. Nothing like that. Hi, Michelle. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off with Waverly in the color Plaster. The transmission is going. Man, Tracy, somebody needs to just get you a brand new car. All right, we're going to start off with Waverly in the color Plaster. I do need to shake this up, though, because somehow I got a little bit of blue in here. Houses is the keyword. Make sure you put that S at the end there. It won't work without it. Ooh, cataract surgery that was successful. That's always good to hear. Always good to hear that. All right, let me see what we got here for brushes, because I'm running low. Okay, no, I'm not. I've got so many brushes, you guys. I was just kidding. Oh my gosh. Okay, it felt like it was going to fall apart, but it's not. Turning on the glue gun already. Here we go. We're going to use plaster on these houses, and I'm only going to do plaster, and I'm kind of doing it messy, you guys. It's going to be just fine because of what we're doing with these. But we're going to paint the house itself plaster for both of them, just on the house part, okay? Chilly, Florida, another front. Oh my gosh, it's actually warming up here in Michigan a little bit. Finally. Called me and told me you that I was on. Yeah, Carol, I try so hard. You guys, I try to be on at 9:30, and it just seems like lately it's one thing after another. I think Facebook just changed things again, which is kind of driving me insane. I seem to get a notification every time any one of you comment on any group that I'm also following. You guys, just so you know, there are 21,000 of you. And every time one of you comments in a group that I am also in, it lets me know. I have to figure out how to change that. Because we're all crafters and we're all in similar groups, if not the same groups. And it's like, if you're watching other designers that I also follow, if you're watching, oh, I don't know, Beth, or if you're watching Hammond's Nest, if you're watching any of those ones, then I also get the notification if you comment. It's insane. My phone has been going crazy lately. And I don't know how to stop it. And I don't want you guys to ever like stop commenting on people's things. Do that because it really helps them out. Every comment helps them out. But Facebook changing stuff to that, it's like, you've got to be kidding me. What did you think about? Carol, I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. Hopefully I'll get a chance to watch the video. I do have Allie's birthday party coming up on Saturday. And she wants to have a glow party, a glow in the dark party. And so obviously all of the Christmas lights have to come down first because we cannot have a glow party with Christmas lights on in the house. So all of that stuff's got to come down, and then I got to start decorating for her party as quickly as I can. Well, that's the other thing. You guys got all my laundry done today because I wasn't able to do it over the weekend. I got really behind in laundry. So, and then I've got, like, I ordered some stuff from Amazon for black lights and all of this. I know, Pam, that's my life, though. But you know what? The fact that I'm feeling well enough to continue my life But if you're talking about the comments, it's total overload with the comments from every group that I follow, every page, every comment from anybody who follows me and also follows them. It's insane. It's a lot. But just the stuff that I do, I'm just glad to feel better enough to be able to get back to my regular, crazy, hectic, chaotic life, and feel at the end of the day like I accomplished a ton. It looks like there's white paint on it. You know what I love about this sweatshirt though? I did this speckling on it when we were doing it to make it look like it was snow falling. Hi, Donna. And now when I do my makeup and all of my foundation from my powdered foundation falls all over my shirt, it's not a big deal. Annette, please send me a message because I will not remember that, and I really don't have the ability to like take a bunch of notes while I'm live. So send me a message to remind me, and if I don't reply to it tonight, which I probably won't, this project's gonna go for a little while, then I'll get to it in the morning, okay? But I can absolutely send you the link to the direct link. You've been doing laundry all week long. Your washer and dryer room is what? Your washer and dryer room is outside? What do you mean it's outside? I hope that you don't mean like really, really outside. Like you have to go outside to do your washer? Like, I never heard of anything like that. I've seen it on a show, though. What show was that? It had some lady, and she was a drug dealer. That's all I remember about that show. And she had sons, and all of her sons were like, I don't know. All of her sons were part of her posse that was bad people. I never remember the names of shows, you guys. I barely remember the one that I'm watching right now. Nope, I don't. I'm on season 3 and I still don't remember the name of the show. Oh, what a coinky dink. I haven't heard that in forever. So tonight I did take the kids back to Texas Roadhouse. I will tell you what, the Texas Roadhouse by us has got really, really, really fabulous, absolutely fabulous customer service. Fabulous customer service, you guys. And because Allie's birthday is on Friday, they brought over this like saddle thing and they did this whole thing for her tonight, and she was like, she thought it was just awesome. They all came over and they sang to her and did the whole thing. All right, you guys, I just painted the front of those both with plaster to start off with, and then we're also going to use this piece here. This is one of the rectangle simple shapes. It's a 5x7. I'm going to paint this the same color. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now while I got my brush right here, for what we're going to do with this one. Okay. Just to get her done, we're doing this one in the same plaster. This is where I get messy. And I'm okay if this project's a little bit messy, though. Honest to goodness. We are freezing again tomorrow night for lost 4-way hose. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Florida should not have to winterize, you guys, ever. Oh, that stinks. I always wonder, like, if Florida ever got a freeze, what do people do about their pools? Does it mess up your pool? Because up here in Michigan, we have to winterize all of that stuff. All of it. Every single year. Your camper gets winterized. anything. Your pool gets winterized. You got to winterize the power washer, and you got to take batteries out of things because the battery will freeze and then it won't be any good anymore. You got, like, there's a lot to do in the winter when things go to winter here in Michigan, because that freeze is no joke. All right, this is not perfect, but it's going to do because we're kind of going rustic anyway today. So I think we're going to call that good. You heat the pool. Huh. I think I just got paint on my face. All right. I'm not sure I want to be done with this brush yet. So we're just going to set that right there. Okay, let's get all this stuff right here dried up real quick. I'm going to be using this one tonight because it is faster. Considerably. It's an odd year for sure. They just said to run your pumps if you have a pool. I guess if it only does freeze for a couple of days. Your pool runs year round there, Teresa? Man, I wish. We get a deep freeze though here. Deep freeze. Like, you can't dig more than, I don't know, 4 inches underground or something like that. Like, it freezes deep here. There's probably, I don't know, like, the layer of ice in my pool right now is probably every bit of that thick, if not thicker. Not gonna lie, you guys, we might be using this one right here for more, just because of how fast it does dry. Oh, all right. Here we go. Do you have any extra? Janelle, I think you sent me a message and then I couldn't remember who sent it to me. Send me another message tonight. I have one left and it's yours. I'm saying it right now, you guys. My last one is going to Janelle in case you guys read that message, okay? I have one more. Send me a message. Remind me. I did remember that somebody asked for it. I just couldn't find the message as to who it was, and I didn't write it down because I wasn't home and all that stuff. All right, you guys. Now we're going to use the color Oatmeal, and this is by Folk Art. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. Trying to think. Nope, I don't think that I need that one anymore. If so, I'll grab another one. Ugh, shucks. John, one of these days, you guys. That means it really needs to be shaken is what that means. Houses is the keyword. Houses is the keyword. Where's my opener? Well, let's just try this silicone mat and see if that will work. Use the heat tool. Y'all are geniuses. That worked just fine. I have one, but I only have one, and my jar opener ended up in my refrigerator. Oh my gosh, you guys, in my kitchen, and then I forget to bring it back in here. I just forget to bring it back in here. I'm going to try to keep my space a little bit cleaner today, especially with all these crumblies. All right, you guys, this is called Oatmeal. This is by Folk Art, and it's like this, I don't even know. You'll just have to see what it looks like when we get it painted on here. We're going to go right over top of that plaster with this oatmeal color. And once it's semi-dry, mostly dry, we're going to try that wet wipe technique again and pull that off of the edges. But I really, really like this oatmeal color. Okay, look at that color. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's gorgeous. So I'm going to just start with this one side here at a time. Get this painted up. And it's going to dry pretty quickly because it's chalk paint, you guys. It doesn't need to be perfect. We are kind of doing like rustic farmhouse a little bit with this tonight. So I hope that you guys like that style. And already, you guys, already it's pretty dry. Okay, so I'm just going to take my baby wipe, my little wet wipe here. Oh, that's a good idea. And I'm just going to go around my edges. While it's still kind of damp, you guys. And pull some of that oatmeal color back off of there. You love rustic? Me too. So I want this to look like this birdhouse has been sitting outside for a while. That it's not freshly painted. And this is how I'm going to get that look. Oh, but I want to keep going the same way with the towel, so it all goes up. Okay, so if you guys see that, now it just has that, it has that look of being aged. Gosh, I hope that my camera shows that well. And I just think that that looks so stinging cute. We're going to add a little bit of extra, a little bit of some antique wax on this too. Or maybe ink. I haven't decided yet. So just pulling a little bit of that off with a wet baby wipe to give it that distressed look. Y'all wait till you see this whole thing come together. I have some plans for this project. Thank you. All right, I'm going to use a little bit of heat on here. Dry it slightly. And then come back in again with that baby wipe. Pull some of that color off of there so we've got some of that plaster showing through. And just aging this thing up a little bit. Oh, this is going to look so cute. And you can paint this whatever color you want to. I just wanted this to be, oh, yes. Yes, I'm thinking about all of the extra things I got to go along with this. All right, let's try to do the other two sides at the same time. See if we can just make it happen. Because we have this other one to do too. You guys, this is going to be adorable. Okay. What was that, girl? I don't know what to say while I'm painting, you guys. I'm not supposed to be quiet. Quiet is boring. Ah! Little bit of heat. My feed went out. Oh no. So right now I just painted them, and then I'm using a wet wipe to just pull some of the paint off to make it look like it is aged, like it's weathered and been outside for a while. And I'm trying to go all in the same direction. So that more of that plaster shows through. There we go. Just want it weathered looking. Okay, so like you can see the front of it right there. It now looks very weathered. You guys, we're going to do the same thing to the other one. I know. When we have two. So my heat gun, that one right there, honestly, I bought that one about a year ago, Holly, and I got it on Amazon. And I bought it for doing the, I bought it to do the torch paste. But then I tried it with the torch paste and it didn't get hot enough. And I'm going, what in the world? And so I was pretty disappointed because I've loved my Ranger one. But just recently I realized that it gets much hotter than the Ranger. And it dries things quite a bit faster. So I just typed in heat gun on Amazon and that was one that came up and it was only like 20 bucks. It was really, really cheap. Really cheap. All right, I'm going to try to do all sides, you guys, and then just weather it at the same time. Trust the process, y'all. Wait till you see all the other goods I have over here. Because there's a ton of them. I haven't used this oatmeal color very much, but I like it. Very, 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 very much. So I'm just going to try to paint fast. If it's got that weathered look, you don't need to take your time and make it look all perfect. You're welcome. Bought a new heat gun on Amazon yesterday that is heat adjustable and has 2 air. That's awesome. $700 degrees is what you need it for the torch paste. So as long as it gets up to 700, then it should be good for the torch paste. All right, you guys, we're almost there. Okay. We're going to dry it and then we're going to distress it. Hi, Loretta. So you don't want it to be completely dry before you use your towel. You just want it mostly dry. I honestly thought this one right here. Yeah, I have a French linen too. French linen, this has just it's got a little bit more of a green tone to it than the French linen does. And that's, I think, what I wanted. I wanted a little bit more of a green tone. All right, so just going over this a little bit with that wet wipe, pulling some of that plaster back out of there, weathering that color. And I'm hoping that I can get this one to look pretty similar to the other one. Here we go. Got one spot that got a lot of weathered on there. Just pulling some of that top coat of paint back off of there. You guys, look at how good that looks. It's wet. It's hard to see. Your old glue gun doesn't have a small nozzle. Hi, Sue. All right. That worked just fine to do both at the same, to do all sides at the same time. All right, now we have that gorgeous weathered look on all of those. My hands, I've got tons of paint on them from doing that. But it's fine. Oh, you're right, Lynn. No two things that do age the same way. I am living proof of that. Aren't we all? Hi, Brenda. Thank you. All right, you guys, I'm going to try to close this jar back up. That has got a lot of dry paint down there, or paint. So it's getting everywhere. I love this little thing here too. My little vacuum. All right, this one's for my hands. Don't use your Riley glue gun. It gets way too hot. Hi, Becky. All right, you guys, so now we've got that part done on here. Now we're going to grab some of this Waverly Antique Wax, okay? So again with this, we're going to put it on there, and we're going to let it sit for a little bit, kind of let it absorb into the wood, and then we're going to wipe it back off, okay? But probably, I think with a dry paper towel, we're going to wipe this off, though. I think that's what we're going to do. So again, with a paintbrush, I do like the slanted ones because it helps me get into some of those extra spots. And this is a wax, okay? This is not a paint, it's a wax. So it's going to work kind of like a stain for this. And it just makes it look very, very natural wood. The little vacuum was sent to me. Tina Dunn sent that to me as a gift. But I do know that you can get them on Amazon. So I'm going to paint this, and we're going to dry it completely, and then I'm going to come back over it again. With a... Oh, I guess maybe we'll just paint it. I like how that looks, you guys. I like it that dark with this green. Let's see how well I can get the underside of this, though. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at how rich that looks. I have another one too. My other one doesn't seem to get the suction on it that this one does though. And what's crazy is that they're the exact same brand. So I don't know. Like on my vacuum, I know that I can clean the hose. But on these little ones, I don't know why the other one has lost so much suction. Or that it never came with enough suction. Oh my goodness gracious. This is so cute. Thought my little Hobby Lobby, it was on clearance and it was Hello Kitty. You don't care because you only paid $8 for it. Hobby Lobby has got some great stuff. And you guys, their woodpile stuff's on sale right now. Their floral's on sale right now. I wanted to go back there today, but I didn't make it because I had so many other things around here I wanted to get done that I needed to get done because mom life never stops unless you're sick and then it piles up. And so I needed to get caught up. That's how my life's been lately. Man, it felt good to get a lot of stuff caught up today. Finally getting the Christmas tree down, that was huge. That was a huge, huge, huge goal for today. And then immediately Evan starts to put stuff in that corner and clutter it all up again. So I don't even know. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can wipe this off and see if that does any good for us or if we just want to leave it how it is. But look at that. Look, the wax looks awesome on there just as it is. You use it on your rounds a lot. I'm going to see if I can take my paper towel. Really, you guys, it's just smoothing it out. The paint lines is all that it's doing. It's not really buffing it off there, which I don't want it to anyway. So it's kind of bringing out more of that natural wood and just kind of getting rid of my paint lines. Love that wax, you guys, the Waverly wax. So you still see all of that gorgeous wood tone. We're going to also do that on the bottom here. And on these little rounds. Now you can make yours whatever color you want to, obviously. Look at that, you guys. So stinking cute. Wait till you see the whole thing put together, though. Because my idea for this project is phenomenal. I promise. Hi, sissy. All right. Checking our time. Oh, we're so good. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time. And see, you guys, I was kind of sloppy with my paint when I first started this, and it's fine because the wax is just not sticking to those spaces. And it makes it look even more weathered in those spots. Oh, no. I'm in Hobby Lobby so much that the manager knows my name. That's how much I'm in there. His name is Dave. I'm in there all the time. All right, you guys, this is the last little bit. Now, I'm also going to use on this thing, I think just a little bit of my wax I don't need to put any on the bottom. I don't. Okay. I don't. I think I'm going to use the wax that's on the paper towel and just kind of go along my edges of the house itself. Just to kind of dirty it up a little bit. Set clocks forward on Saturday already? It's already spring forward, you guys? Seriously? That's insane. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, my goodness. This was the greatest idea. Because I don't have a ton of wax on here, but just enough to get those corners. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's March. Okay. I was like, that's a little early, I thought. Somebody's looking at the wrong calendar. Oh, goodness, y'all. Okay. You guys, look how adorable that looks. Giving it just a little bit of that surface wax on there, just what was on, not surface wax, that antique wax, just what was on my paper towel. Oh my goodness. Do you guys love the colors? I love the colors. I absolutely love the colors. Now we've got a bunch of other pieces we're going to do with this stuff here. Somebody was siving to us. Somebody wanted me to be either early or late on Sunday. They really want that mystery bundle reveal. You guys, more information is coming on that. I just don't have it done yet. I got to figure out a time. And schedule an event. No time change in Arizona? Like ever? Thank you, Wendy. Whoops. I got a little sloppy with my wax there, you guys. It's okay. Yeah, I'm not ready to change my clocks yet. My kids have got like no school next week though. I mean, they do, but it's like only 2 days for the entire week that they're there all day long. 2 half-a-days and a day of no school next week for the end of the marking period and parent-teacher conferences and all of that stuff. Allie got her report card back. You guys, she had perfect scores. Perfect. Every subject, everything. She had perfect scores. Evan had good academic scores. But he had a note on his that said, disruptive in class. I'm like, yeah. Thank you so much, Christina. So my son is disruptive in class. And I have to meet with the teacher on Tuesday for parent-teacher conferences. And I think that she made us priority and gave us like first pick of times. So I have to figure out how to get my kid to stop being so disruptive in class. He's the clown, though, you guys. He's the class clown. And that's my fault. But how do you tell your kid, stop being funny? Time and place, dude. Time and place. I don't know. All right, y'all. Once I get these birdhouses done, the rest of this project's gonna move along really fast. I promise that. Thank you. Okay. He's super smart. She's super smart. Okay. Well, Allie will be 11. Oh my gosh, you guys. On Friday. And Evan is 8. Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's buffering for me too. I hope my video is not going crazy for all of you. All right, again, just taking that paper towel, you guys, going along with paper towel. Dry paper towel, just to remove a little bit of that. I'm going to use this that's on here just to move it to the edges of those houses a little bit. Maybe a little bit on the back side and the front. I don't know. To dirty it up just a little bit. Oh, these are so cute. Because I don't want these to look like they are brand new houses. Oh, so cute. I want them to look rustic. Because of this other piece that I'm going to show you guys in just a second. I think so, Wendy. I do think so. When Allie was in 1st grade, we had the same issue with her. And she ended up in a class that was a 1-2 split, a 1st-2nd split. And once they moved her into the 1st-2nd split class, she all of a sudden was challenged more academically. And her behavior got better. So, but now Evan's in 2nd grade. Now it's like he needs a 2nd, 3rd split. But they don't have that. Because our schools are now split to where 3rd grade is a completely different school. So he's kind of just toughing it out this year. And every day is a battle to get him to school. Every morning it's a battle. And every evening it's a battle to get that boy to go to bed. Especially Wednesdays. Because Wednesdays John's at the bowling alley and I have to do everything myself until John gets home. And most of the time I'm still fighting with that kid to go to bed when he gets here. And then John takes over. And he'll just lay down with him until he falls asleep. Won't let him get back up, make excuses. Home, yes. You're right about that. It does need to be at home and the teacher. And I do challenge him at home. Okay, you guys, our houses are done. Finally, the houses are done. I will talk to her and see. Now we've got a couple more pieces here that I definitely want to also do with this antique wax. So let me show you guys. Our glue gun is definitely hot enough. We have got these little, I don't know, from Hobby Lobby. There's some wood pieces. I've also got a popsicle stick that I want to do with that. And those ones we might do in a different color. Okay. So, your kids will put them, Allie puts herself to bed, but not Evan. And these 2 little planter pots, you guys. All of these are little gadgets and things that I get from Hobby Lobby. Love me some Hobby Lobby all the time, every day, all day. And I'm not going to do the end of the popsicle stick because that's actually going to sit down in some floral foam. Okay, so again, just grabbing that antique wax. We're going to brush it on there. And then just take a paper towel and remove any excess. All it's going to do is stain that stick so that it's the same color as the houses. Okay. Spindles. Is that what they are? These are little flower pots, and they're so super cute. I got a whole bunch of cuteness over here, y'all. You're anxious to see what I'm doing with these? All right, well, you'll see. You'll see. You will see. I'm going to end up with wax all over my hands again, but that's okay. Little bitty flower pots. Oh my goodness. So cute. A lot of painting tonight, you guys. Sorry. How have you been, Kim? I missed you too. I've barely been on because I haven't been feeling well. Again, just putting it on there, you guys, and then just taking your towel and buff it back off. You want it to be stained, not necessarily painted. Okay? Really, really easy to do. You don't have to be fancy with your paintbrush or anything. You just got to get it in there. Painting is relaxing. What are we at for? Oh yeah, we're good for time. We are so good for time. All right. We're getting there. Just don't want to miss any pieces here. Or any spots. I'm kind of going sloppy with this and making it all over the place. Because it doesn't matter. Hi, Florine. Because we're just going to come back and wipe off the excess anyhow. And it's going to stay darker in certain areas. It's going to be lighter in certain areas. And they're just going to look amazing. Okay, so there's one of our spools. We got one more to do. And then we can start working on that piece there. So close, you guys. Everybody still with me, though? Yeah, y'all are still with me. All right. Oh, I just made a mess. All right, almost, y'all. Almost. Almost. Hi, Vicky. I think that that's all. Okay, that's all of our antique wax pieces, I think. And it looks like a mess in here. It looks like a total mess. That's okay. All right. You guys, we're going to let these sit here and dry for just a little bit. Hopefully off to the side enough that they're not in the way for you guys to be able to see what's going on. And we're going to take this white piece here that we painted, that we did with, all right, Linda, I understand. Hi, Sherry. This piece here that we did earlier with that plaster color. I'm going to throw out a little bit more paper because I got some dribbles, some drips. And then what we're going to do with this one, I'm going to grab my ruler. And we're going to start marking this one. And we're going to make some faux shiplap with this tonight, okay? So we're going to do, I think, every 2 inches. No, let's do every 3. Every 3 inches. And I'm just grabbing a regular old pencil. And just counting by 3s. And it pretty much made it perfect, counting by 3s. And I'm going to do that there, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do it again. Just to make sure that my lines are straight, and then we can connect them with our pencil. Why does that look like it's so not straight? That's at 3. That's at 3. I don't know, but it doesn't look straight to me. Okay, so you do want pencil lead. You don't want to do this with a pen. And we're just going to go across with a pencil on all those lines, just connecting those little marks that we made. Okay, and then I'm going to take a Q-tip, a cotton swab, and we're just going to go right on that pencil line there, and we want to smudge it with a cotton swab. Okay, that's going to give you that faux shiplap look. You guys see how that just changed it? And now it looks shiplappy. And with this stuff looking, hi Denise. Hi Vicky. We're doing a big old birdhouse project tonight, and we just did a lot of painting. A whole lot of painting so far. We're about to put the whole thing together and do our finishing touches here. So we're just doing this pencil line smudge to make this look shiplap. With a cotton swab. You want to use lead so that your lead will smudge, and then it looks like that. Okay, thank you. It's going to look like that. Now I'm actually going to take a little bit of some not antique wax, you guys, some archival ink in brown. Thank you. And I'm just going to go around the edges of this with my brown ink. The word for tonight is houses. And I'm going to do this first before I even do my transfer, in case my transfer words might happen to be, that dark brown kind of does match that. In case my transfer words happen to go on top of the smudging, or on top of the brown, I want to do that first. Super easy to do, isn't it? So I got the brown on there, but now oh, that's why. That was my light brown. wasn't it? That was my vintage photo. I wanted ground espresso. Well, we'll just add some ground espresso. That's why. This is darker. So this is just going to give it that brown tone that kind of matches our houses. And I think you're going to do mine now because is it easier that way? I think what I want to do, just because we've got the brown and everything else, I think I'm going to use a little bit of this archival ink right on this Q-tip here. And just add a touch of brown to that shiplap. Just so that it kind of matches a little bit better. Oh, I like how that's looking, you guys. When in doubt, just keep playing with it till you love it. There we go. You didn't get anything from houses? What? Did you type it in earlier? No apostrophe. What is going on here? It still says that it's on. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Your screen's frozen. Facebook's being nasty to me. All right, you guys. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to add some surface wax to the top here now because we've got that surface all painted. We've got our shiplap on there. And we're going to use just black velvet, okay? Now, I know maybe we could use espresso. Okay, I'm going to use espresso instead. I thought I wanted to use black velvet, but now that I'm looking at this, I think I want to go with espresso and keep with those browns. So a little bit of surface wax on here just to protect this that we've got. There shouldn't be a limit or anything on it. And then I'm going to come back in with my towel and just get that excess surface wax right off of there. All right, you guys, are we finally ready for the transfer? I think so. That's bark. This one's, that's also bark. Why do I have two barks? Where's my espresso? There it is. Okay, we're going to use espresso instead. I thought I wanted to use black velvet. I changed my mind. Oh! All right. We're going to give this a good fuzz. If you're new to my page, these are reusable silk screen transfers, which means they're sticky on the back. You can wash them and reuse them over and over and over again. And we're using the one that says love grows best in little houses. We're going to give this some lint on the back just to lessen that adhesiveness a little bit. And then put it right down on here. Oh, I know, me too. I loved ash. That's right there, pretty darn good for center, I think. All right, you guys, we're going to use espresso. I think espresso is going to be the right color with all the browns we've got going on. And this is one of the rectangle chalk spot surfaces. You get 2 of them in a pack. We just painted it with some plaster by Waverly and then did a faux shiplap with a pencil and went around our edges with some archival ink. And now I'm just going over the transfer, letting that paste fall through the silkscreen and squeegeeing off all of that excess. Trying to keep all of my paste right there on the board and on that transfer. All right, you guys, let's pull this up. Your Arizona home is really little. You guys, I think we did good by picking espresso. Look at that. Look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. Love grows best in little houses. I think that that turned out perfect. The color pick, everything, absolutely perfect. To use folk art paint. Would paste and clear coat, I missed part of the comment. Would paste and clear coat be better? This is for outside. No, use paint. Use your folk art paint for outside. Unless you're putting it through the silk screen. If you're putting it through the silk screen, then you got to use paste and then clear coat it. Folk art paint never goes through the silk screen of a transfer, you guys. Never, never, never. All right, y'all, are we ready to start assembling some things? I think so. I think we've got everything painted, mostly. Maybe we might paint something else. I'm not sure. All right, so this is the piece that I found, you guys. When I was at Hobby Lobby, I found this adorable container. I had been looking for something to do this project with so that I could add the birdhouses on here, and then I found this, okay? And I was super, super, super excited when I found this because I think it's just adorable. Okay, so we're going to get out our floral foam. We're going to make a mess with floral foam. We're going to make a mess with everything tonight because we can. And we're just going to take some floral foam and we're going to stuff it down into each one of these. I might have to grab another floral foam, you guys. Maybe. Hi, Lorraine. Here, let's do this. Yep. Okay, I got my impression. It was in the spring department, and so it was 40% off right now. Yep. 40% off for the spring stuff. All right, so now that I've got my little impression there on the top, I'm going to need one more piece, you guys. I can just take this little guy here. And cut around there to get my floral foam size just right for this project. Okay, now send me a message, please, and then we can go from there. Now this should fit right down in here pretty darn perfectly. See? You guys, see? Thank you so much, Vicki. We're going to do that 3 times. And I'm going just inside that circle. Ah, that one didn't quite go flat. No problem. There's our second one inside there. Just filling that in with some floral foam, y'all. I don't keep these pieces. Y'all can probably yell at me later, but I don't keep. Oh, I'm going to need one of the little pieces, though, I think. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. All right, we've got one more to do. I'm glad I grabbed that floral foam out of there. One more circle for our last one. Just getting our impression on there. So that we know where to cut. We'll save this big piece. We're so close, you guys. I've been wanting to do this project for a month. Okay. Oh, this thing, it's a Husky, it's a multi-tool of some sort. I don't even know what it's called. It's like a scraper. And it'll probably open a beer too. That's probably about all I know about it. All right, you guys. So easy to do those that way. It does make a mess on it though. Wipe it on my pants. Why not? It's just a good tool. I love my tools. I love Home Depot almost as much as I love Hobby Lobby. All right, you guys. Now we're ready to start assembling. Are you guys ready to see how this whole thing turns out? Comes together, embellishes, does all of those things. All right. Here we go. We're going to start off. Oh, shucks. We need more paper. I forgot about the easy cleanup of this paper. We're going to grab some Spanish moss. Spanish moss. I love Spanish moss. I think it's so awesome stuff. And we're going to use this just on top of all of this floral foam that we've got here to cover up the green of that floral foam. And my glue gun should be nice and hot, but I do want to get a couple more sticks out here before we're ready to start assembling. We are ready for assembly. So I'm just going to start pulling some of this out of here and throw down some hot glue in there. You're right, if I can't open my pan, I can't drink a beer. It does make a mess. It certainly does make a mess, but you know what? It's worth it, in my opinion. It's worth it. We just want to cover up that floral foam green. We can always cut off any excess. We can glue more if we need to. Kind of push it down in there. You got one little paint section. Grab out some more of this, y'all. It is messy. Husky multi-tool. Thank you. It's called a multi-tool. This is why I lay the paper down, because then I can just roll all of this excess up in the paper, and the cleanup is a lot easier. I'm feeling so much better. Ranked up a ton this week. What? Pieces of foam stuck under my pails. Oh no. Oh, you're right. There it is. Painter's 5-in-1 tool. That sounds right. That sounds right. I bet you I probably did get it in the paint section at the Home Depot. I like my new glue gun, but it's heavy. Much heavier than the other one was. And it takes the big, humongous glue sticks, the regular size glue sticks, instead of the minis. So I had to give all my minis to Allie. And I had just bought like, oh, I don't know, 175 mini ones. So Allie ended up with a whole ton of glue sticks for all her craft projects. Okay, you guys, that covers up all of that green in there. I'm probably going to keep the Spanish moss out. I'm going to use a little bit more for this project. It's all over me. It's going to be all over my floor. I'll have to vacuum tomorrow. For sure. Hobby Lobby. I get like 99% of the stuff that I get, you guys, is Hobby Lobby. All right, let's take our cute little birdhouses here. Actually, no, we got to do this first. Allie did make out. This piece here, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to take our popsicle stick and we're going to glue that right to the back there so that we can push this down into the floral foam and have it stay. Okay. So just making a mark right there down the center. As centered as I can get it by eyeballing it. I think that that's probably good. Right there. And then for our houses right here, we're going to take one of these little pieces here and we're going to glue it right to the bottom to give this a stand. Okay, so now our birdhouse sits on this cute little stand. And this one's going to do the same. Your big one leaks? So far, I haven't had that problem. So far. Oh, y'all! Oh, this is so cute so far. So here we go, you guys. Right in the center of that first one. Right there, through the moss. We're going to press that. Oh, shucks. Apparently that didn't want to go down there in there as much as I thought it would. So let's glue it on there now that that's in place. Thank you, Tony. Oh! You guys see my vision here? Y'all see my vision? And then we've got our little birdhouses. And what I think I might do, I think I'm going to do this. Whoops. Shucks. It fell. I think I'm going to do this, you guys. I had these out and then I put them back and then I had them out. I'm just taking these little bitty dowel rod pieces here. Because the bottom of this has got a hole in it. And so what we can do is we can take this little dowel rod piece, put some glue on here, and just like how didn't want to stick in. Oh, just like how this didn't want to stick in and it was kind of hard to get into that moss. If we put the dowel rod in there first, just like that. Ah! Then we can put our birdhouse over top of the dowel rod. Hi, Carol. I'm just going to put a little hot glue right there inside that hole. And then stick that right down on the dowel rod. Oh my goodness. Just got to get it lined up. Oh my word, you guys. Are you loving it so far? Is it so stinking cute? Okay, but there's still more. But wait, y'all, there's more. But wait, there's more. Okay? Because we still have these little flower pots, right? So we're just going to take these little flower pots. I'm going to put a little bit of Spanish moss right inside the flower pot. Just a bit. Thank you. Inside each one of these. Now these don't have a hole in the bottom, so they're going to have to just kind of do what they do. And then I've got some cute little flowers. Just some little pieces. It doesn't take much, you guys. And we're just going to add some little bitty flowers. Thank you. Into a flower pot. Look at how cute that is, you guys. These little bitty flower pots right in the front. I might even add one more flower pot after the fact. I'm just not sure yet. The bucket trio, I think the retail price on it, oops, I just glued that upside down. I think the retail price on it was like $13 and it's 40% off. I think I paid a little bit over $8 for it. For the trio of buckets. And of course, I'm going really, really, really neutral with this project, but you could absolutely go with more color if you wanted more bold color. I like the neutrals because I feel like they are like all year round. You can do those. You guys, there's still a little bit more I want to do to this. Believe it or not. All right. Believe it or not. I ain't done yet. And I could actually add more flowers in here. We could go to town. It's already 11 o'clock, so we're just gonna finish this up real quick with what we can. So I think I just want to take a little bit. Oh my gosh, there was like nothing on there. This is just some lace from the Dollar Tree, you guys. Yep, I like it. I like it, but I want to start it in the back. I want to start it in the back. And we're going to go all the way around these pots. Right in the center with the lace. And you can always add more or add less of like the lace trimmings. And I was going to put a couple of little hearts on here, but I decided not to. You watch the birds outside all day long? I have a couple of bird books just so we can try to figure out what's what in our backyard. We have a lot of starlings. Thank you, Vicki. All right, I'm just connecting these pieces in the back here. And I might have enough left over to put a little bow in the front of the first one. Hopefully that will stay on there. I think so, you guys. I think I have enough left over. Hold on a second. I just got to look at this for a second. I want you guys to see it too, though. Thank you. I told you guys it would be worth it. I've been thinking up this project ever since they released that transfer. Literally ever since they released the transfer. And there's still so much more. Yeah, buddy. Wait, Sandy, don't go to bed yet. Give me like 3 more minutes. Because the best part I'm saving for last. Oh my word. I'm probably going to add more flowers in here after the fact, but you guys, hold on a second. What? The last little thing I want to add on here, I just found these at Michael's yesterday. And they are the cutest little bitty birdies. And they do have a clip on the bottom of them. I'm hoping I can wiggle that clip out of there without damaging the bird too much. Oh yeah, got it out. And you guys, we're going to put these cute little birds on here because each one of these houses needs a little bird. Oh my goodness. I just wish that they didn't both go the same way, but you guys, look at the little bird. They both look the same way, though. That's the only disappointing part. There we go. So we've got one there. Gosh, I wish they didn't look the same way, but they do. Should I put the other one, like, on top of the house? There we go. Just like that. Okay, I figured it out. This guy's going to go on top of the house. Kind of looking forward. Oh, you guys! Like I said, I might add a little bit more. It's the way that his head faces, though. His head's rotated one way. So you guys, I think I might add some more floral right down in the bottom of it. I just this was as far as my brain could think ahead and try to have most of the supplies ready. But I might decorate this up with some more florals. I might put a little button on the thing in the front. I don't know, but I absolutely love how it turned out. I think it's gorgeous. That's true. I only have 2 of them though. 2 of those birds. I think I got some other birds somewhere. But I don't know if they're the same color or not. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm so glad you guys stuck around and watched till the end because I told you it'd be worth it. So love grows best in little houses. I think it turned out just... Oh, put some moss inside the hole. Some Spanish moss. Yes. Okay, let's do that real quick. I knew I kept it out for a reason. See, there are so many things that you can do, though. I already turned the glue gun off. There are so many things you could do. Thank you. For like the little finishing touches. I could sit here all night and just keep putting finishing touches on this thing. And it would just, I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on. Y'all, I could go on and on and on. And I'll probably keep playing with it and picking at it and just adding different stuff. But there's your idea. There it is. We're after 11 o'clock, you guys, which is pretty much my time. I don't like to go past an hour and a half on my lives, especially since I have kids who have school in the morning. But, you guys, I hope that you really, really, really enjoyed this project. Hope that you love how that turned out. I know the painting at the beginning was a little bit tedious, but totally, totally worth the wait, right? All right, you guys are fantastic. Thanks so much for watching. If you are not yet one of my Perks members and you want to join Perks, you can do that at any time and get a 30% discount on all the things on my site all day, every day, including that Love Grows Best transfer. I love it. And gosh, everything else there. You got the whole sign, everything in the middle right there. On the face. So anyway, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, send me a message. I will not be answering anything tonight because it is so late. However, I will answer first thing in the morning after my kids are at school. I usually start my day around 9. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me get my picture. Facebook, take my picture. Hopefully it got something there that I can use for my thumbnail. Thanks so much, you guys. We'll see you soon. Have a great night. Bye, everybody.